Okay, here today we have my indoor plants. I just thought I'd give you a quick update on how they're doing. This here is the willow-leafed ficus. It lost a few leaves, kind of as expected with bringing a tree in. It looks like it stopped losing leaves, so that's pretty good. Over here we have my last tree of the year. I bought a bougainvillea, just a little tiny thing. I didn't pay much for it. I kind of wanted the variety that this one was, and it's the only way I could find it. I couldn't find anything bigger. Just a little, little one. Doesn't have any branches yet. But if you look, I'll get you in closer. If you look, it is starting to put out new branches, so it's hard to get in here. There we go. Some new branches, so that's good. Back there we have the single Portulacaria afra. Then we have the 3 in 1 big pot up front here. They've been losing a lot of leaves. But they've also been growing out new ones, so I think it's mostly it's mostly getting rid of, it looks like, as you see, there's one that fell. It looks like most of it's been the older leaves, and the front ones, these front ones in the 3 in 1 thing have actually lost more than the back one has. So, but like I said, they're still putting out new growth, so I'm not much worried about it. I think it's just from the lower light they are losing their leaves. And here is proof that was not there a week ago. Those 2 little leaves coming out there. So it's still putting out new growth, but it's losing its older leaves. And I don't see any problem with the newer leaves. Look fine. It's just the older ones are falling off. So it's probably just the lower light. I know these trees, the Portulacaria, do have a habit of losing leaves if brought into lower light, and of course this is lower light, and this is even lower light than I normally, because it has 4 light bulbs, long light bulbs in it, this thing, and I switched off one of the switches to film with. It was too bright. Then over here I had 2 things that I was trying to cuttings of Portulacaria, but they didn't seem to take. They're just shriveling up. They never took root. Here they're just coming up. I had, oops, sorry. And it's hard to get here. We'll get this one. You can't really see it in there, but they're oaks that I picked up this fall. I put them in the refrigerator, and in about a month they had started sprouting out, so I put them last week into 3 containers. Here's 2 of them, and the other 2 are on the back of the toilet where I keep the other trees. So we'll show you that stuff here in a minute. There's my skyflower. It lost a few leaves, but not very many at all. It's doing really well inside. I do have to get a new light over here because the light bulb gave out, which sucks because I think I only used that light bulb for a month here in this fall. It was a new light bulb I had replaced for the one that went last winter, at the end of last winter. But so I kind of got screwed on that light bulb. That one didn't hold up good. Then here we have another oak in here, and then that is the top of my willow-leafed ficus. I had put it in water for a while, and it just started putting out roots And at that time, so I didn't mess up any of the roots if I tried to put it into soil, I put it into soil then so it would just grow the roots into the soil. And it's leafed out quite nicely. There's not much to it right now, but as you can see, there's leaves there, there, and we might get some here and here. They just haven't, they've partly shot out, but they stopped. These kept going. But whatever I get right now. They look healthy, it looks healthy, so hopefully it'll grow good roots and I'll have another willow leaf ficus. And that's just my pepper plant over here that I brought in. I had a pepper plant inside last winter too, just something to do. I'm gonna let it grow again next year because I did that with last year's. I brought it in and then I put it outside this year and let it grow again, and I got some more peppers off of it. I'll probably get peppers off this one over the winter too. I got a few peppers last year. They weren't too big, but yeah, it's just something to do. It was a nice healthy, it looked nice and healthy. I just cut back some of its leaves because I didn't think it needed that many as much leaves as it had inside, and give the new leaves some time to grow out. But that's not really related to the bonsai, so, but yeah, so that's about it for this quick little update. Hope you enjoyed. Perhaps you could subscribe or like, and see you next time.